Steve Jobs' life story is an inspiration. Born in 1955, he was adopted by a loving couple in California. From a young age, Steve exhibited an insatiable curiosity. He was fascinated by how things worked. This curiosity would later become a driving force in his life. Jobs was different. He was a dreamer. He saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. Jobs' adoptive father, Paul, was a mechanic. He shared his love for working with his hands with Steve. The Jobs family garage became Steve's first laboratory. It was there that he began to explore the world of electronics. He took apart radios and put them back together. He was determined to understand how everything worked. Jobs' teenage years were marked by a rebellious spirit and a thirst for knowledge. He dropped out of college but continued to audit classes that interested him. He traveled to India in search of enlightenment. He experimented with different philosophies. Throughout his journey, Jobs' desire to make a difference remained constant. Jobs' fascination with technology led him to the Homebrew Computer Club. There he met Steve Wozniak, a brilliant engineer. Together they shared a passion for electronics and a vision for making computers accessible to everyone. This shared passion would change the world forever. They were ready to unleash their creativity upon the world. In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak, along with Ronald Wayne, founded Apple Computer Company. Their workspace was Jobs' family garage. It was a humble beginning for what would become one of the most influential companies in the world. The trio believed in the power of personal computing. They wanted to put a computer in the hands of everyday people. Their first product, the Apple I, was hand-built by Wozniak. Jobs saw its potential and convinced him to sell it. Jobs was a natural salesman. He believed in the Apple I. He knew it could change the world. He secured their first big order from a local computer store. Apple was on its way. The Apple II, released in 1977, was a phenomenal success. It was user-friendly and had a color display. This made it appealing to a wider audience. The Apple II was a defining moment in personal computing. It brought computers into homes and schools. Apple was no longer a startup, it was a major player in the tech industry. Driven by Jobs' vision, Apple continued to innovate. Jobs understood the importance of design. He wanted Apple products to be not only functional but also beautiful and intuitive. This focus on design would become a hallmark of Apple products. The Macintosh, released in 1984, revolutionized the computer industry with its graphical user interface and mouse. It was a testament to Jobs' belief in the power of simplicity and elegance. Despite his successes, Jobs' time at Apple wasn't always smooth. His demanding management style and clashes with the board led to his departure in 1985. This was a difficult time for Jobs. He had poured his heart and soul into Apple. Undeterred, Jobs founded Next, a computer company that targeted higher education and business markets. Next's computers were technologically advanced, but they failed to achieve mainstream success. However, Jobs' time at Next was not a failure. He learned valuable lessons that would serve him well in the future. In a twist of fate, Jobs also acquired Pixar, a small animation studio that would later create groundbreaking films like Toy Story. Jobs saw the potential in Pixar's innovative computer animation technology. He invested heavily in the company. His vision and guidance helped Pixar become the animation powerhouse it is today. Jobs' time away from Apple allowed him to grow as a leader. He learned from his mistakes and gained a new perspective. He realized the importance of collaboration and building a strong team. He was ready to return to Apple and make things right. In the world.